So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about shadow work, which I know some of you might be excited about this point in my life, or in the this way you're watching my videos these days on YouTube. Four pillars of pursuit. In the first category, we have noticing how you feel, letting emotions come and go, not judging what thoughts come to mind, writing down ideas you have, and staying calm and meditating music or spiritual waking videos on YouTube. I've had to learn how to be present a lot of times. I've had to learn how to be okay with how things came about in my life. And when the more I do that, the more I calm down faster. And it sounds easy, it's not. It really isn't. It's like when I meditate to music, for example, I listen to like Zelda ambience videos on YouTube and watch affirmation or spiritual wicking videos. I'm referring to videos like Beyond the Alchemy Yasha's videos or Rabbi Simon Jacobson, and people who like have spiritual wisdom and acclamation to what they learned and known over the years, things that they got over the last 40 or so years they've been alive, and things that they've learned being alive with experience. And that kind of spiritual wisdom sounds very easy. It's very easy to overlook that stuff. It's not something they should scoff at, though. It's very hard to look at that and be like, well, why shouldn't I have learned that before? It's still an experience. You have to judge too hard. It happens. In the next category, we have trying new things, doing stuff that makes you uncomfortable, taking risks, being able to absorb surrounding beauty and atmospheres. Oh, and by the way, I calm down really fast when I meditate to music. I really do feel relaxed. It makes me, when I clasp my hands together and I pray and I meditate and I notice how I feel. I did that yesterday before and it helped me calm down. And I was so relaxed. I went to record that. I didn't know why I did. But you have to be able to take the risk. When I did DoorDash, for example, I mentioned that before in the videos. When I did DoorDash, I was so relaxed. I was able to relax to being in the moment of doing something exciting, taking a risk, even if it was a stupid risk. Just being able to take that risk. And then noticing how it made me feel, and then being like, okay, if I can't do this anymore, will I be okay? At first, I was like, no, I needed DoorDash to be happy. There was nothing else going for me in the first place. But I had to be able to let it go and surrender, let that boundary pass, and be set in motion. Because it was a boundary to help my mom not get mad at me for doing DoorDash. So I had to make sure I was okay with that. But being able to open to the experiences that I do. Because when I applied for my other Kroger job without getting an invite because I didn't have the right steady, because the one I was using was expired, then it was a dumb risk, but it was still better than not doing anything. And I'd rather make a mistake like that than not try at all to get a job, which was better for me anyway. So, in the third category, third pillar pursuit, we have reminiscing when things went right in life, amending to when it went wrong, comparing each of these events with each other. The things that did go right in my life, I'll give a good example. I was able to have a good lifestyle living with my mom again. And I feel better living with my mom again. It took a while to get adjust to it, but I feel good living in the old house I used to live in. Feeling better meditating here. I feel better being aware of my thoughts and having a present mind of what I do with my life instead of being caught reactively to every single thing that happens to me. But I do right with that a lot of times. I meditate a lot more than I used to. I'm more of a shaman-like healer than I used to be before. I'm realizing my role and position with that being better. If I use a thumbnail for certain magical index as the index from the anime, that's why I use a thumbnail, because I am very much a spiritual person. I'm like that a lot. I have that shaman energy within me. It really feels better that way. When it went wrong, running away from home, going to a mental health hospital, or a firm that allowed mental health clients to come in and relax and figure out their problems together. That was like a dormitory. It felt like a college in there, but it was like a dormitory for like mental health clients that may have severe or not severe issues. I didn't have a severe issue, but it was still a danger to people, so I had to figure it out. But so that was when something went wrong in my life. And how I could figure it out was being calm with my emotions, not let them serve me too much. And just observe how I feel, let them go. And not let them serve my decisions. I should not have let all my emotions drive my decisions. So absorb them and let them go was emotional intelligence. As I mentioned in the other video, was emotional intelligence. Fourth pillar, looking at what has been learned and how useful it's been, and how grateful we can be that being safety and happiness is within reach. I'm grateful for what I learned. I'm grateful for how useful it's been to learn those things. I learned how to calm down. I learned how to be ambitious of myself and love my ideas and love where I'm at. Actually, one specific thing I did learn was how to be okay with being overweight and being not as educated enough to pursue my dreams and goals in life and hopes. I'm not as educated about how to pursue my own things without needing to be pushed all the time, to figure out my problems, and to pursue my dreams and goals and have a career path laid out in front of me. I'm able to figure that out because I know how to love myself from where I'm at, not where I should be. I'm not pushing too hard to be lean and comfortable in my own skin all the time because I am happy being in my own body. So I have to figure that out from there and notice that I'm okay being in my own body and not pushing too hard to think that I can't be happy without being anything but overweight. And that's not how I should be thinking, right? So being happy with that body and how I have it. And then lastly, I'd say for shadow work, those are just examples of how to process it. Because you can still process shadow work just by experiencing life. When you experience life, you'll catch the things that allow you to pursue shadow work, and then you can go back into doing it, and then only take breaks from it if it's too overwhelming. And then you can still pursue it later if it had to be done that way. I've done shadow work progressively for the last few years, intensely, because I had nothing else better to do but to do shadow work. So I'm grateful I was put in that position recently with meditation, where I didn't have a job, so it didn't distract me from shadow work, but at the same time, it was a lot of suffering I had to endure. Understanding suffering, enduring suffering, and my empathizing with my relationship with suffering, having to deal with that, and then having to improve my relationship with myself, which is a better emotional intelligence thing going on for me than anything else at this point, is knowing myself and knowing the people around me and noticing how they feel, only as an extension of how I feel. So thank you very much. This has been a shadow work lesson from my own thoughts and opinions. The 4 pillars of pursuit for shadow work. Take care, everyone. Stay still because someone's on the move. I'll upload a Haruhi Suzumiya dance loop animation later on from my other computer. I'll put the Bluetooth devices in there to figure out how to connect it. I need to charge my headset again. I still have to... I'm going to make other comedy skits eventually. Ideas I have for that. I'm going to make more vlogs over time as well. So, without further ado, it's been Odd Crosswind, and I'll see you in another video on YouTube. I'll be consistent as well. Take care. Bye. I'm happier lately. And still a little bored, but still happier. Love y'all.